Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. In today's video we'll be working here guys on a Dodge Dart. So what we'll show you guys, how to remove or how to replace rear window regulator. We'll demonstrate on the rear left side. Rear right is the same way guys as the left side. So make sure to stay with us until the end. We'll cover everything because otherwise you can break things. Okay, it's a little bit of a complicated procedure. Quick introduction, every car we get at the shop, including guys this generation Dodge Dart, we make at least 200 videos. Why we do all that? Because our mission at the shop is to save you guys as much money as we can. So please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hopefully you will find the information helpful. If you need to purchase a new regulator, car parts, tools, anything guys, check out the link in the description of the video below and you can see where you can get all that for a really good price and fast shipping as well. We'll guys work on a 2015 Dodge Dart GT, but it should cover the whole generation, so make sure you stay with us until the end. Now we'll demonstrate on the rear left door, but the rear right will be the same way. So let's go ahead, start on it and show you what all needs to be done now. So next, let's show you guys what we need to do. We need to get we need to remove a few covers here for the door panel guys, because we have hidden screws and bolts somewhere. So right here now, what we're doing on the left side will be exactly the same for the right side as well. But we need to remove, that cover somehow. Okay, just grab it, pull it out. Why we need to remove it? Because we have guys a hidden bolt or screw there with a 7mm socket, from what it seems like. So if you need to buy any tools, parts, anything like that, check out guys the link in the description of the video below. So or it's a little bit bigger, maybe it's an 8. Let's check it out. Okay, as you can see, we have quite a few things spilled there. We have coffee and something else, so definitely guys, we need to clean it, otherwise we cannot get the socket on top of it because of all that stuff, all that material. I'm trying to focus a little bit so you can see, but there is quite a few things here that actually prevent it from getting loose. So it is a 7mm guys. We just had so much coffee or cappuccino, something spilled there really sticky that we couldn't get the socket on. We thought it was 8, but it's actually a 7mm. That way you will know for sure which one is yours. So this one is out. What about another one guys? Okay, we have another hidden one under a cover, under the interior door handle, right there. Perfect. This cover came out. Let me show you. You have 3 clips holding it in place. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now we have another one with a 10mm socket. Okay, it's coming loose, but we need to replace the battery on the impact because it's been extremely cold here in the shop and at night it died. Now, as you can see, we have another screw right here. Do not remove this one now guys, because this is holding the interior door handle to the door panel. This one stays there. The only bolt that we'll need to actually remove now is only that 10mm. And for some reason it seems like those, sometimes are super tight. I don't know why, but sometimes they're super tight. So, with the new battery, no problem. Came out with this. This is the bolt right there. Now, that for now, let's remove that cover here. Make sure we don't have anything there, because sometimes we may have something and we'll need to leave the door panel up later. You're going to see why. This one has only 2 clips. Don't drop it like we did. Okay, let me focus quick. 1 clip here, 1 over there. And this one is out too. Now we need to get a plastic panel removal too, and we need to start getting those door clips loose guys. So if we pry it like that, you can get even a screwdriver, but you have to be extremely careful. I recommend only panel removal tools. Those clips on Dodge, they're really complicated. We'll have the replacement ones in the description of the video below, because those are really guys, really easy to break. By the way, you can see how tight that door panel is. So we'll need to go ahead and pry quite a bit to get them loose, and sometimes they're in two different components, middle part of the clip and the outer part, and if when you remove the door panel, sometimes they will break and you will have to replace them, so be prepared for that. So with the panel removal to the metal one, now the plastic one won't be able to do that though. Okay, you just need to find where the clips are and push there. Okay, and when you do that, it should come loose. Okay, this one came loose too on this side. We just need to go up. You need to go all the way deep, guys. Otherwise it's not gonna work. Nope, you cannot go like that. You have to go the other way. Nope, the other way. Like this one. Yep. That's how they come off on this one. You cannot push towards the inside. Then when it gets loose at one point, see if you can grab it with your hands and shake it, pull it. Okay, after that you need to lift it up to come out of the canal, and now we need to disconnect a few cables, guys. Okay, and we need to, okay, one thing that we forgot, we had to remove the window switch, okay, before we actually remove the door panel. So let us show you how to do that now, so we can disconnect the door panel. Plastic panel removal too, go ahead and get that switch out. It has 4 clips. Let us show you quick where the clips are located. Okay, those metal things, press in, pull out, and now we have more room. Also, right here we have one wire, okay, that we need to disconnect. Okay, and now we'll have more room to show you everything about the cables and all that stuff. Next, guys, we need to disconnect the locking cable and the cable for opening the door. So how you do that? This one, you just grab and you have to pull it out. It has a kind of like it gets stuck here. Okay, so this one is super tight. Okay, I'm trying to grab it with my left hand. Okay, perfect. With the right one is a little bit better. You just get stuck. You can see how it's shaped. Now, what about this one here? We need to get pliers, guys. Okay, pliers, and we need to. Okay, let me disconnect that wire first all the way. Okay, just pull it, don't bend it because that's like a wire, and squeeze those two parts in at the same time and start pulling it out. But I don't have, okay, we need to lift the door panel a little bit. I cannot pull, okay, like that, because the door panel was holding me. Okay, and now we come out of here. Now let us show you where all the clips are located, guys, and how to remove a few that actually got stuck. Okay, you can see now we have 2 clips that actually stayed here, so we need to get a metal clip removal too, and we need to pry those out. We didn't break any clips. I don't know how we did that, but that centerpiece needs to actually stay on the door panel. Yeah, all we have to do is just find this one. Okay, just hold it with your hand. Perfect. And go ahead and slide it on the door panel. Now, let us show you where all the clips are located now, guys. Okay, facing the door panel. Okay, we found the other one too. Okay, this is it. So we have to do just slide it in the slot. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 clips that hold that door panel in place, as you can see, just like that. Next, we have the ignition on, and we're going to install the window switch. Okay, because we will need to bring the window down. Now, how we know that? Okay, open that cap right there, and in that cap, guys, okay, you're going to see when the window is going to come, so we can access the bolt to, okay, unhook it. So let me see if I have everything on or I have the windows disabled on the back. Let's try now. Yep, I had the safety for the kids disabled. So, okay, a little bit more. Okay, right there, check out that bolt, guys. Okay, that's the bolt that we need. Okay, and we need to, okay, let me go ahead and turn the ignition switch off now. We don't need it anymore. Okay, this one is the push start button, but if you have a regular key, just pull it out. And once you do that, guys, okay, you need 8mm socket, and we're going to remove that bolt. Okay, that holds the window to the regulator. Okay, perfect. Just like that. It has thread locker, blue thread locker. Let us show you guys quick. Let me show you. Make sure that you don't drop the bolt inside because you have to take everything apart. Check it out. But now we are going to tape, okay, the whole window, okay, to the door with duct tape. I recommend to use even double tape. We'll just use one because we're not so concerned about it. But if it's your main vehicle or you're working for a client, you want to make sure you don't break that rear window glass, guys. So tape it good. Now let us show you guys what else, okay, what else we'll need to do here. Okay, so we're going to remove the window motor with Torx 25 star looking bit. We'll go ahead. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to go ahead, grab it, pull it out, disconnect the wire. How we do that? Okay, let me explain to you quick. That red thing, we need to press it out. Okay, like that, press in, pull out, and this is the motor out of the way. Now, we'll need to remove, guys, I think the speaker too. We'll see for sure because, okay, let's check now, okay, to see the wire is underneath it, because we'll have some wiring harness that actually will go, okay, to the door lock actuator here. So that gets a little bit complicated now, but let's go ahead and remove 10mm bolts now here. Okay, 10mm bolts. Getting those loose now. Perfect, guys. We have one by the speaker there, down there. Those are pretty tight bolts. Okay, I don't know why, but they're pretty tight. Now, here things get a little bit more complicated, guys. The front door panel, okay, the front regulator actually had 3 clips holding to the door lock actuator. So we need to see here, okay, if we have something. Okay, so we need to analyze that. We need to see how it is, so we don't break things. So we'll see, guys, how we can disconnect that thing. So let's go ahead, okay, see if we can start getting it loose now here, see if anything else is holding. It's always good to watch the video, guys, so if we break something, you will know that, guys, and you will avoid, okay, making the same mistake we do. Here you have to be careful on this side. Okay, let's see what else we have on top here, holding. Okay, now that's where things get a little bit more complicated, guys. Okay, I think we'll need to disconnect one plate there. So we're going to disconnect the cables a little bit from that plastic panel, guys, with the clip removal too, so we can get a little bit of room, and we're not going to put any tension on the cables because we don't want actually to break things, right? Trying to do it as good as we can. Now, if you cannot disconnect it, you have to remove everything together, that panel with the door lock actuator, exterior door handle mechanism. But in our case, guys, I'll show you, okay, where all that is and how to access it now. So right here through that hole there is one tooth, guys. Okay, with a screwdriver I put a little bit this way so the regulator can come out of here and access it and pry the tooth out. I'm going to show you now in a second, and then you grab that thing and slide it back and okay, it's coming loose. Now the only thing holding is the cables here, guys, okay, that you have for the opening, locking and unlocking the door. So now another thing, okay, careful not to break any wiring harness, guys. Now let us show you, okay, which tooth I disconnected. This tooth right here, okay, I accessed it with a screwdriver through the hole. Okay, let's just hold this here, okay, so I can show you. Okay, accessed it, okay, like that, and here I pried it up, okay, and at the same time we slid the panel out. Okay, you can see on the panel we have 3 teeth, 1, 2, 3. Those 3 teeth go 1, 2, 3 right here, only the middle one is holding. And with that, guys, okay, being disconnected, now we have to disconnect the door lock actuator wire maybe. Okay, let's check it out, or maybe we don't even need to disconnect it now. So as you can see now, you can access your window regulator, okay, like that. What you need to do now, guys, Torx 25 star looking bit, okay, let me show you quick. This one right here, and we're going to remove 2 screws that we have. One here, okay, perfect, and one on top. Okay, great. Now we will have 2 clips holding the regulator motor, okay, assembly to the regulator itself. Now those clips are on the back side, okay, right here, 2 black ones, guys. So those, how you do it, okay, you need to squish them in and pull the regulator out at the same time. So let us flip it a little bit this way, okay, and okay, I'm going to grab a screwdriver. Give me a second. Okay, flathead screwdriver, and we should be able. Okay, let me see if I can grab it better, because I'm trying to show you with the camera and at the same time I'm trying to do the thing. So I actually came through this side, guys, okay, right here, okay, and pried it. I'm going to show you where the clips are, and the window regulator comes out of there. Okay, you can see the whole assembly like that. Now if you need to purchase one, guys, we'll have the link in the description of the video below where you can get a new one, replacement one from. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful. Putting it together is in reverse order. We took it apart. Okay, let me just show you where those 2 clips are located now. Okay, these 2 clips, they go through these holes. Okay, so that's the only thing I couldn't show you. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos, and see you guys next time.